Hello, everybody. This is Mr. Vigil, a language arts teacher here at Cherry Creek Elevation, and I am excited and ready for you to present your TED Talk for our Week 9 mini lesson. This lesson is titled The 3 A's to Get You an A on Your TED Talk. So we're going to get to that at the very end. Before we do that, let's go ahead and review a few of the tips that you've already gotten from me and other teachers throughout this quarter to do well on your TED Talk. So first, your TED Talk checklist. Your TED Talk checklist has to have an introduction, a story about you or someone else, teach the audience something new using facts, data, or statistics. It also must have a conclusion that calls the attention or the action to the audience. Here are a few tools that you can use that we've spoken about previously in other lessons to help you do very well on your TED Talk. We still have those 3 A's to get an A coming up. So the first one is a rhetorical question. These questions are ones that connect with the audience, but you don't have to answer them. They just get the audience thinking. So as an example, a rhetorical question that you could use is, what makes this us? Or what about this makes us think? Or what about us makes this important? Why can't we believe, or why don't we believe? So it gets the audience into that thinking mode and also gets them to question their own perceptions. The next one is transition statements. These help move one part of your TED Talk into the next part of your TED Talk. So when you tell your story, there should be a transition that starts us off. And then when you transition into teaching us something new, you have your personal thoughts. That's that middle column of this of these sentence starters. And then you have your persuasive speaking. That's where you get to put in a little bit of your opinion and get the audience thinking using the facts, data, and statistics in the Teach the Audience Something New section. This is most important because you'll be able to build credibility by saying transition phrases like, research has proven that. Do you realize? Most people would agree that, or the fact is. So these transition statements help build in that connection with the audience. These are where you get the biggest bang for your buck in terms of letting the audience see and get to know who you are. You are the expert. One more tool that we've talked about is rate, volume, pitch, and pause. After you've completed your script, it's so essential that you go back and you practice and review and practice and review so that you can implement these strategies of the rate. How quickly are you speaking? Are you slowing down when you need to because you need to emphasize an important part? Volume. Are you staying at the same volume, or are you lowering your voice so that you have an impact for really critical information? Pitch. Are you varying the pitch of your voice so that you're not sounding like a robot? Somebody said that in one of our feedback sessions was, make sure you don't sound like a robot. I would agree. We want your pitch to vary. Pause. Are you adding in short pauses? Go back into your script and circle the commas, circle the periods, underline or double underline words that are important that you would want to pause on, because that's going to really get the audience to listen and generate that whole voice thinking. So, where do you want your audience to go? You are in control the entire time. You have the audience's full attention for 2 to 3 minutes. Pick somebody that you want to be proud of your work. It doesn't have to be your teachers, it doesn't have to even be your peers or your classmates. Pick somebody in your house or that you live with or that you're connected or close to that you want to be proud of your work. Think about the real world relevance of this skill. Many of you are on TikTok, and the people who present on there, some of them have shows or episodes where they have to present a lot of information in a short amount of time. And so to do that, they are very clear and concise, but they know that they're giving back to their audience. So chances are they pick somebody that they want to be proud of their work. Maybe it's themselves, maybe they have a specific audience, and that's why they generate their material. People who are on YouTube do the same thing. So pick somebody you want to be proud of your work that's not connected to your grade or it's not connected to your academics. somebody that you know confidently, if you share this with them, they will be enthusiastic and they'll also learn something from your TED Talk. So, as promised, here are we'll get to that in a second, the 3 A's to get an A on your TED Talk. Here's the rubric, and here is the truth. If you do a TED Talk, which means you speak in front of the camera or another person, you could come to instructional support time and do your TED Talk there with one of your instructors. You could do it during the whole class experience. We're giving you that opportunity this week, and you'll see a Google form that helps give you that information. But if you do a TED Talk, which means you speak in front of the camera or another person, and it has these parts: an introduction, story about you or someone else, teaching the audience something new, using facts, data, or statistics, and a conclusion, you cannot fail. You will not be stuck in just the smoke cloud of not lifting off. You will not get lower than a C. So, as promised, here it is, the 3 A's to get an A on the TED Talk. The first one is authenticity. Be yourself. Don't expect perfection, expect progress. Trust your work in what you've accomplished. You've already embedded ethos, logos, and pathos, so trust yourself. Awareness. Be mindful of your surroundings. As you can see, for me, I use a PowerPoint because I am more confident when I speak over visuals than I am if you actually see me, because my hand gestures and the way that I speak would be distracting. So I ground myself in using a PowerPoint. Maybe you use images or a song or animations. Be mindful of your surroundings and use the tools that are best for you. Be in the moment. This isn't about judging or competition. It's about sharing a message, and that message comes directly from you. The last A to get a TED Talk, appreciation. Give to the audience. Set a purpose for their listening. You could do this by saying, I'm here today to, and then tell them why they're here. Today I will give you a new perspective. Today I will give you a new idea. Today I will give a different thought. Notice how I'm saying give, give, give. If you come at it with the perspective of giving, the audience is going to be ready to receive what you are giving. And always remember to say thank you. All right, that's it, everybody. You are ready. Be confident. Know your skills. The 3 A's to get an A on the TED Talk are be authentic, be aware, and appreciate. And we absolutely appreciate all the time and effort that you've put into this assignment.